Hello, and welcome to the tutorial on citing Supreme Court opinions that you find in LexisNexis. When you do a citation for your class, it's going to look like one of these two citations here. It's going to either be the opinion or it's going to be an assenting or a concurring opinion. So how do you find this information? Well, first of all, let's look at what we have here. We have the names of the parties. We have the volume of the U.S. reporter that it was in, U.S., the page the page number that it starts on, and the page number that you're citing, and the year of the case, the year of the opinion of the case. And then if it's a dissenting or a concurring opinion, we have that over here. So how do we find this information? Well, if you're in LexisNexis, as you should be, most of the information can be found right up here. You need to cite to U.S. reports, which means you need to cite to the citation that has U.S. in it, because that's what your opinion is going to come from, the opinion that you're citing. This is U.S. reports, which means it's the official record of the rulings and proceedings of the Supreme Court. It's published by the federal government. So eventually, when you scroll down to your opinion, you're going to see that it all comes from this. And something to look at up here, which gets a little tricky in LexisNexis, is that up here it gives you the citation and then a comma and then an asterisk. This little asterisk up here tells you that any of the numbers down here that have one asterisk means it's the page number that comes from U.S. reports. So that's what you're going to make sure you cite to. Now here I'm in Marbury versus Madison. So I'm scrolling down to the opinion. Out of all of this information that comes before the opinion, it's a case summary, it's head notes, it's a syllabus. You don't want to cite from that. You want to make sure that you're citing from the opinion, because out of all of this, the opinion is the only information that actually constitutes legal authority. So that's why you want to cite from the opinion. So you come all the way down here. Opinion by Marshall, opinion. So what you have here is, you can see we have the single asterisk, which means it's starting to come from here. So if I want to cite anything from this opinion down here, let's say I want to cite this. It's on page 154. So in my citation, I want to use 5, which is the volume, U.S., which tells me it comes from U.S. reports, 137, which is the page number that it starts on in volume 5, and then 154, because that's the page number that my citation is coming from. You can see I have that. And also you need to include the year, which you find at the top of the page that has the opinion on at the top, up before the head notes, up in the summary. It has the year. So what do I do if I want to cite a dissenting or a concurring opinion? I've opened up another page in LexisNexis for the sake of time. But what I've opened up here is this Wallace v. Jaffrey, and it shows the dissenting opinion. Now, the dissenting opinions were written by Berger, White, and Rehnquist. So let's say I want to cite something from this dissenting opinion. We have 85 by Rehnquist. So let's take a look at this. What I want to do in here is I want to find, page 85 by Berger, not Rehnquist. Should change that up here. If I want to cite this information, this was from Berger's dissenting opinion. So what I have over here is I have the case number again. I have the parties. I have the volume. I have U.S. I have the page number it starts on, which I found at the top. I have the page number 85. I have the year, and I list who gives the dissenting opinion. So that's how you cite information that you find on the Supreme Court opinions in LexisNexis. Please take some time to visit this URL either by the link or by the QR code and fill out a brief survey on this tutorial. Thank you for listening to the tutorial on citing opinions.